everybody, Chris and Jim here from Midlife Travel Bug. We just thought we'd show you a short little video with you guys and an area that we're staying in to wrap up the end of our Spain trip this time. It's called La Manga in the Murcia area in Spain. So it's about an hour, hour and a half from Alicante south and about 40 minutes from Cartagena. Now this is a very long strip of land that comes out from the one side, and it's about, what, 21 kilometers long?
Yeah, a very unique stretch of land. There's a lagoon on the other side of us, so this strip of land separates the Mediterranean Sea by this lagoon. It's beautiful. The water is very warm compared to the other parts that we've been in, but we wanted to show you as an alternative where you can stay here in the coast of Spain with great beaches. Like, it's non-stop beaches here.
Yeah, so it's about the 19th of June. So we anticipated like the northern part of this area would be a little bit busier, and it's not. It's almost like it doesn't wake up until July and August from what the locals have said. But if you want to come and just have some downtime, some beach time, good prices, and a fabulous place to walk and swim, then this is a good option for you if you want to get out of the bigger cities.
We're going to rent some scooters. We're going to bomb around here a little bit, show you some cool restaurants. We're going to show you some of the marina that's close by. We might even take a boat trip. But basically, on our last 3 days, we want to lounge by the beach. Stick around to the end of this video. We're going to show you our accommodations that we picked up, which is absolutely fantastic, right on the beach with the pool. But let's go check out this area and maybe put it on your list if you want a nice little getaway from all the crowds and everything when you're here on the shoulder season of Spain.
La Manga del Mar Menor, an area of Spain most international travelers have never heard of, but Spanish families have been coming here for generations. This unique 22-kilometer strip of land in Spain's Murcia region sits between two completely different seas, the Mediterranean on one side and Europe's largest saltwater lagoon, the Mar Menor on the other. What draws people here? The Mar Menor's incredibly shallow, calm waters make it perfect for families, while the Mediterranean side offers more waves and adventure. Combined with over 300 days of sunshine a year and those therapeutic, mineral-rich lagoon waters, you've got one of Spain's most underrated beach destinations. Let's explore what makes this narrow strip of sand so special.
So like Chris said, 21 kilometers. We noticed that there's a bus that runs up and down the main strip. There's also some e-scooters you can rent to get around. We have a car that we rented from our discovercars.com link.
Yeah, really good pricing actually.
Yeah, it's phenomenal pricing. What do you remember what it was?
I think we paid around 150 Canadian for I think 10 or 11 days, so pretty good value. You need a car in this area. You could take trains to get to places, but I don't think you'd get to these smaller towns and areas. It's doable, it would just take a lot of your day. And parking around this strip right now seems to be super easy, like tons of parking spots, easy to park, easy to drive. And I think we're just really excited to spend some beach time for the next 2 days.
We're gonna have that link in the description below for our car rentals. I'll put a QR code here as well so that you can just scan that. It's been great to rent a car. Very easy to drive in Spain. The highways are fantastic.
Like,
drivers are great.
The signage is great. The roads are in good shape. No problems driving in Spain. And the drivers are really courteous. So I would have no problem driving in Spain again. In fact, I've driven, I think this is my 3rd time getting a car in Spain, and I'd do it every time. So if you notice behind me, you're gonna see a long ramp out into the beach. There must be there's several of them all along the beach. So if you have a wheelchair, walker, mobility issues, this is a great place to come because you can easily access the beach. Also noticing there's some lifeguards here as well. So it's a safe place and they do their beaches right. There's also foot washing stations all over the place, so that's really, really handy. They seem to comb the beaches at night with a tractor and they clean up everything, so nice and clean.
We noticed that there is a lot of development going on, a lot of new buildings, lots of cranes in the area, so obviously it's a popular area in the summer, and it should be because of these beaches. There's condos everywhere, all facing the sea. Most of the places have pools as well. So these are the accommodations that we're staying in. We're in like kilometer 15 it's marked all across the road like how many kilometers in you are, but you can see steps from the Mediterranean Sea. We're on the 3rd floor, right in the middle there. So we're cruising through the neighborhoods here on their scooters. They're kind of fun. You get to cover a lot of range in a short amount of time. Hopefully not killing ourselves in the process. A lot of building happening right now. So obviously this place is going to get a lot more popular. You can see the little lagoon area there. It's a pretty area. Reminds us a little bit of some of the places we've been into Mexico, but obviously with the Mediterranean Sea. So we really love that. I don't know why Chris is in the middle of the road. I don't think that's advisable. I'm gonna go on to the sidewalk here. Just navigating some of these cars. You can see new buildings going up over here. There's lots of building going on. There's just something being around palm trees that makes it so awesome. So this is what the lagoon looks like on the other side of the sea. So almost fell. There's the sea, and there's some condos there, and then there's the lagoon. So the lagoon is actually really huge, and in the daytime there's so many boats and everything out there, but it's really cool. So there it is. So that's what this place looks like. It's very unique. Actually, we find Spain a lot cheaper than Mexico, to be honest, and Canada for sure. So the food is cheaper. We're talking shoulder season, of course, so there's lots of benefits, but man, if you can handle a little longer flight over to Europe, you're sure gonna find the benefits of coming from North America. And for you Europeans, this is a very quick stop for you, so it's just a hop, skip, and a jump into, you know, like we're Cartagena, so we're border Andalusia and Costa Blanca, Costa del Sol area. We rode for approximately 20 minutes and the cost was €10, just over €10 for myself. Chris had a flat tire where she had to change one scooter, so we had to go find another scooter. But overall, we really love doing that. Strong dinner recommendation in this area. Restaurant El Jardin. Fantastic meal, very reasonably priced. We had a €46 meal that included an appetizer, a salad, a main dish, and a bottle of wine. So fantastic value, everything was amazing. So we came across a section of the beach here today that they're releasing turtles into the ocean. So we got the school kids here carrying buckets and buckets of turtles and releasing them into the sea. So I guess the story is that last year there was about 30 eggs that were buried here, and they took them away and they hatched them, and now they're bringing the turtles back to release into the sea. So they kept them safe, and we got all of these kids to help release the turtles. So there's approximately 30 turtles being released, and just a cool little event that we came across while we're here in the Manga area. So we wanted to show up to the marina and show you guys around the marina, and then we see a bunch of people boarding a ferry. So what do? We just boarded the ferry. It's a €6 per person ferry each way.
We don't really know where we're going just yet.
Yeah, we don't know where we're going or how long we
are going to Santiago
de la Ribera, and we have no idea anything about the place. We're gonna, all we know is that there's a ferry that comes back here, and there's a ferry that comes back here at 7:30, so we know we have to be on that one because we leave tomorrow. So just a random boat trip, and let's go check it out. We're going to this other side here. There's supposed to be lots of restaurants, lots of locals. Apparently this whole lagoon that we're in is only 3 to 4 meters deep, and it's breeding grounds for seahorses as well. They're in the distance there. There's the salt factory, so the Mediterranean salt factory there. But yeah, this is just an incredible little area that, again, we weren't expecting, and now we're gonna go check out this other side, so it'll be pretty cool. We know that we have to be back on the boat for 7:30 to get back. It's about a 40-minute boat ride. So that area right there is the military base. So the town we're in is Santiago de la Ribera, and that's where we are on the other side of this lagoon. This is the largest lagoon in Europe, apparently. Like I said, it's only 3 to 4 meters deep. We sat next to some amazing Welsh fellas that kind of gave us all of the history and everything about this area. This is the military fort there, and there's a marina here that we came in, and then there's another marina farther down. We're gonna walk around, probably grab a glass of wine or a beer, and just check out the area here, knowing that we are very, very prompt to be back on this boat at 7:30.
And I can have a Prosecco when I go back.
There you go.
We arrived in San Javier, a charming town on the lagoon's western shore. This area is home to Spain's Air Force Academy, and if you're lucky, you might see military aircraft training overhead. But what's really special about these waters we just crossed is what you can't see. The Mar Menor is one of Europe's most important breeding grounds for seahorses. The lagoon's calm, shallow, seagrass-filled waters create the perfect habitat for these incredible creatures, making this one of the few places in the Mediterranean where seahorse populations are actually thriving.
We have a pretty large beach here, nice sandy beach on each side of where we docked, and looks like a pretty big marina on this side as well. Again, just kind of winging it. Looking at some real estate, you got everything from 65,000 euro to 500,000 euro that we're seeing there. Like they have so many festivals around here and lots going on during the summer, so it might be a cool place to come check out if you're in the area. When we talked to our friends on the boat, they said there's a lot of Spanish families that come here, but not necessarily a lot of tourists.
So the problem we've had is actually when we came over here for this little trip, it's siesta time. So again, everything's closed. So just as we have to leave, everything's just starting to open back up again. So keep that in mind, but it does look like a very vibrant area, and it looks like there's a lot to do here. So we're impressed.
We always want to have so much fun, but everybody's closed every time.
Everybody wants a nap, and we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Woohoo!
Apparently we missed an air show last week, which would have been really cool to see. Everywhere you walk, there's like some great murals on the buildings, or there's sculptures of the Air Force, the planes that are around, the seahorses, seeing lots of sculptures there. But really good vibe, nice clean city. Again, siesta time, so everything's closed. We thought we'd get a meal, but that's not going to happen. We're back on the boat here in the next 45 minutes, but man, if you're in the area in Murcia and you come across this San Javier area, this is something that you can check out.
So a fun thing about the ferries here is you can have a beer, wine, or a Prosecco, perfect size. Cheers.
So we're choosing our last dinner here in Spain as Coco's here in the marina. So it gets a 4.9 star on Google and 138 reviews. So we're going to try this out and tell you whether you should come here as well. So absolutely beautiful. We get to see the sunset. Perfect last day, perfect last meal. Let's see what Coco's has to offer. Alright everybody, as always we want to show you our accommodations, and this is what we stayed in for 3 nights, and it cost us $105 Canadian. Now we're on shoulder season right in June, so we can see that everything's starting to ramp up for the summer. They're getting everything ready, the pool and everything, but here is what you can get on the coast of Spain for $105 a night. So Chris is going to show us around.
Hello, welcome. So this is the place that we've secured here for the next 3 nights, and we'll show you a tour of the place. So upon entry, it's a nice, reasonably spacious living room with a nice kitchen table and chairs. So you can sit down, and we'll probably use this for breakfast and of course work as well. There's also a couch that looks like it folds down, provided it's just 2 of us, but we won't need it. A nicely equipped kitchen, fridge, stove, microwave. It looks like it's laid out with lots of utensils. There's a cooler and a toaster, which are nice to have. Very nice and clean with all the products you might need, as well as a washing machine, which is huge, especially when you're traveling for long periods of time. It's a nice bedroom. Looks really comfortable, and you probably noticed the sea view behind me here. Lots of closets and lots of drawers to actually put your things away. And like I said, the best part is the view. So it walks out onto the patio, air conditioning. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty spectacular spot. Pool down there, 2 pools.
There's a pool. That's our pool that we can use as well.
What's really nice about this place is they have provided you 2 beach chairs and an umbrella and an outdoor patio set, which is really nice. The other side of the view is actually the other side of the bay, which is kind of a unique situation on this long skinny peninsula. They also provided us a parking spot in Spain, which can be tricky when you're here with a car. The guy was really great, met us, brought us up to the room, and we can't wait. I hope you enjoyed this video at least, and this is our place. So we're just headed out from this area, the Manga beach area in the Murcia region in Spain. We've had 3 fabulous nights and days, and what a crazy little place. These beaches are fabulous. What a cool place to come for some beach time and some downtime. We have had such a wonderful trip.
So maybe the warmest water we've experienced this whole time. The Mediterranean was absolutely really refreshing. There's lots to do in this area, including the boat trip that we had taken.
Kind of fun to see the training planes flying overhead quite a bit. This was such a fun trip, and I think I'd love to come back here and just spend a couple weeks and just do some solid beach time.
You know, another little hidden gem here in the coast of Spain, and wow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe put it on the radar for you to come check it out if you're, you know, in the Andalusia or Costa Blanca region. This is another great place in between in Murcia.
Sure. Not a lot of history or castles or things to see like that, but just a lot of beach time and wonderful scenery.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to go to Cartagena, which we would have saw all of that history, but it's not far, so if we stayed longer, I think we'd definitely make Cartagena a day trip or a couple night trip even.
Definitely.
To do that. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video. We appreciate you all. If you have not subscribed, we really would appreciate that you do subscribe.
Please help us out that way. It means a lot to us, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.